Hey folks, back again on Voted Patriots 2 channel here. I've got a little bit of information for you, but before I get into that, I want to break down some of the things that's been going on over the last week or two. I'm talking about all these melanated skinned politicians that have been getting caught, getting in trouble, been getting exposed. I'm talking about Cori Bush with her $750 expense that she paid out to her husband for private security. She's probably going to have an ethics committee, congressional hearings behind that. They're going to subpoena her and hopefully throw some charges at her for misuse of funds. Now, she's been defending herself as this goes on. We've also got the case with Trump out of D.C., one of the more serious cases, the one where they're trying to basically label him as an insurrectionist. That particular case has been put on the back burner over the immunity case that the Supreme Court has yet to take up. And so that case has literally been put on hold over the last week. We found out that the docket and the jury selection process has just been canceled. So it looks like that case is going to go no further. Best case scenario for these idiots is that will happen before 2024 is over. But the way things are looking, it's just at best it's going to be delayed, if not dropped. We've also got Alvin Bragg, who is going after Trump over the stupidest of things. Now, the case is not only falling apart, but Alvin Bragg looks so one-sided when he will not even prosecute the illegals that were kicking the cops on the ground. I'm sure everybody's seen the footage this week. I won't put it on YouTube here, where the two cops were trying to break up a fight between about 7 or 8 people, illegal immigrants. And the immigrants turned on the cops and ended up overpowering the cops and kicking them while they were on the ground. 5 of them were arrested. One of them was released immediately. 4 more were released without bail soon afterward, and come up out of the police station with the middle fingers up, just to let the world know we ain't got a mind. And since then, they've jumped on a bus, changed their name, jumped on a bus, and headed to a different city, headed to California. I do believe that's the situation. These folks will not be deported, even though we've had some people call for such a thing. But it does put a little bit of egg on the face of Alvin Bragg, just the hypocrisy of going after Trump over some garbage attempts to make him a criminal or make him out to be a criminal, while he lets the real criminals go because there was insufficient evidence. Like video footage of the cops being kicked while they were down. That kind of insufficient evidence. Well, he's being called out for that today, and I'm glad to hear it. Letitia James case, that case is going to fall by the wayside. That is mostly about trying to kick Trump out of the state of New York with his businesses and taxing him. I don't think there will be any legal litigation that causes him to catch any crimes behind it. Hopefully all this stuff will be proven through most likely the appeals process that this is another sham investigation. Now, so we've got Chutney, or Chutkin. The case is basically on hold indefinitely. We got good old Fannie Pack Willis, old Big Fannie in Georgia, who's has one of the more critical cases against Trump. And she decided she wanted to hire her boyfriend, the lawyer, to prosecute Trump so they could split the money. Probably close to $1 million that was awarded from the Department of Justice. I do believe that's how it works. In order to go after Trump, Jack Smith has obviously got a lot of leeway in Washington with the Department of Justice to where he can get these district attorneys from all over the map to just make up charges against Trump. But I do see a pattern here. They are all getting exposed. When you go after Trump, the American people are going to investigate you and see what's really going on. And every one of these folks have got skeletons in their closet, and we're starting to see them. I do believe this Georgia case behind Fannie Willis's inappropriate behavior, mishandling of funds, and the fact that she has now admitted it, that she was having an inappropriate relationship, even though she says it doesn't affect the case. I would say that was a conflict of interest that should get it thrown out immediately. I believe it will go down that way. I think her actions will help decide the final fate of the case. So it looks like 2, maybe 3 of the major cases against Trump will be going by the wayside right off the bat here in the next several months. I think it was more of a smear campaign than anything. Now, the Letitia James thing up in New York is all about money. It's just mostly about the money, I have to believe. But I also want to believe this E. Jean Carroll thing was all about smearing Trump, and it was all about the money. And that case is said and done. Hopefully, they won't try to sue Trump again for having free speech. They literally sued Trump for talking trash about the woman. They sued him over something that didn't happen. He wasn't. I guess he's not allowed to defend himself outside the courtroom or on his platforms without defamation coming into hand. Sickening situation when you got crooked judges, crooked district attorneys, crooked lawyers, and people that are just hungry for that money any way they can get it. Sad situation, folks, but I do see that the tide is turning. So many of these Jack Smith, Alvin Bragg, Letitia James, Chutkin, Big Fanny Pack Willis, all of these people have got dirt on their hands. Corey Bush have all got dirt on their hands, and they have been trying to use our government's third-letter agencies to weaponize them against their political enemy, including Donald Trump. And it looks like it's going to backfire on them. Because you know what's going to happen in 2025, folks? We're going to get some real investigations. We're going to get some decent Department of Justice heads in there, because we're going to fire a bunch from the start. Trump will. And we're going to get some of these people that have maliciously tried to align themselves against not just Trump, but our country. We're going to get some of those folks shackled up, put in front of a real court. I do believe that will be part of the process before it's all said and done. It's going to have to be done that way, because they're going to fight Trump tooth and nail in every way possible. That's all I really got for you folks, though. It is all coming out. These idiots that have come after Trump are proven to be lying, crooked, money-stealing, sex fiend idiots. I don't know what else to call them at this point, but for every person that has tried to take Trump down this year, we've already found out they're the real bad guy here. And I'm glad to see that the truth is coming out, if nothing else. Like, subscribe, and share to Vote Patriots. Everybody have a great weekend. Over and out.